Uh, hey, brothers and sisters, Happy New Year. Um, I ran across this video it's from about a year and a half ago. No Donk Records. It's a pretty basic video. It's mostly about Antarctica. But it's a pretty basic video that for if you want to show it to like a flat earther, I mean a person who's not a flat earther, who you may want to help convince that the Earth is not a round spinning ball, um, speeding through space at like millions of miles an hour, only to crash in to the Andromeda system in 4 billion years, like NASA says. Everything else NASA says is a lie. Um, it's got some good quotes in it, like Einstein said, the two sentences, the Earth is at rest and the Earth moves, the sun moves and the Earth is at rest, are simply two. Come on, somewhere, cat, please. Um, my cat want me to pet her. Anyway, are two different conventions concerning two different coordinate systems. Um, it's basically, um, shows that heliocentricity and geocentricity are just two sides of the same coin. Um, neither one of them can be proven. So they've never proven that the Earth goes around the sun. It just easily, the sun goes around the Earth just like the Bible says. Um, and they believe it on philosophical grounds, and because they can't stand the fact, they can't bear the thought that God could have created the universe. So that's where the heliocentric theory came up with, originated, because man just did not like to consider that he was the center of the universe. And this is some scientists that show some quotes from scientists that prove it. It's all they have is what they want to believe. And so if you want, I thought it was cool. It's mostly about Antarctica, but take it or leave it. I thought it was pretty good one of the best I've seen in a while. It's just basic and um, you know shows that even scientists themselves only believe it because they prefer to believe it. So um, I guess I'm gonna leave it right there. Here's this um, cool picture which proves the Earth is not round. You can see Chicago from where was it? Pretty famous clip now. From all the way over in was that Stevensville, and the weatherman claims it's a mirage. Well, you don't get a mirage that clear of the whole Chicago skyline from 57 miles away. That's ridiculous. Um, just proves there is no curve. And there's all kinds of videos showing that there is no curve. It's all perception. And they say they see boats going over the curve. And yeah, I'm not telling you guys nothing new. I just think it's a cool video that can be shared with people who aren't convinced yet. And you know, when I first started researching flat Earth, I was already geocentric back in '94. I found out that geocentricity and heliocentricity, that one was no more true than the other. Just depend on your philosophical viewpoint. And we believers, we judge the world and everything by the Bible, whereas most people, Christians and unbelievers alike, judge the judge the Bible by their science and their worldview and fit the Bible into that framework instead of letting the Bible, you know, judge all things and show you what reality is. And so I was geocentric back in '94 and only came to flat Earth in early 2019, and my mind was open to it. I've tried to share it with guys and some of these grace teachers, and just have been ridiculed and mocked, like I'm a fool. They won't even open their mind to it. They won't even keep having an open mind. So if you find somebody out there who's got an open mind to it, this stuff is pretty easy. But the mockers and the ones that, ridicule it, they won't even open their mind. They've got a closed mind on it. They believe everything NASA says. And, you know, they're still believers, these grace teachers, but why they can't open their mind to what all the Bible says. They're good at rightly dividing, but man, forget the rest of what the Bible says. We'll take science and NASA over what the Bible says. It's I don't know. I can't understand it. And I pray that the Lord will open their eyes like He did mine. I'm ashamed that I didn't see it for what I'm 66 now. And for all those years, I believed the science, it's science fiction, really. Because all NASA is just science fiction. All their pictures of the galaxy are just from data, ones and zeros from some telescope. And the Hubble telescope really is on an airplane anyway. There's videos on that. There's no such thing as telescopes out in space. We can't go to space. We've never been to space. That's heaven. That's God's domain. And no one has ascended up into heaven but Jesus Christ. And we're definitely not going as far as the stars or even the moon for that matter. Never been to the moon. All y'all know that. Um, so anyway, this is a pretty neat video, and I've already run my mouth too long now. So there it is. I'll put a link to this video in the descriptions by No Dog Records. I don't know what he believes, but he's got some pretty good stuff. So anyway, Happy New Year and grace and peace to everybody. I love you all.